We turn now to a story about angels in Wisconsin, guardian angels. They're a very real group of volunteers who help fight gang violence in Green Bay. The group is not without controversy, but it's had a very positive impact on at least one young woman's life. Independent producer Alex Zacharias brings us this report.
Everywhere you look, Green Bay is booming. The population has grown by more than 20,000 people in the last 15 years. This growth has added diversity and vitality to the area. But it has also brought a rise in gang activity and crime.
I think right now we're dealing with a major drug problem in Green Bay. We face a lot of drugs, and most of our crimes have something tied to drugs into it.
In an effort to stem the rising tide of drugs and gangs, Green Bay has adopted a number of crime-fighting programs. The most controversial is the Guardian Angels. The Guardian Angels is an international organization of local chapters made up of volunteers who patrol neighborhoods and act as visual deterrents to crime. They don't carry weapons, but they do undergo months of training, including self-defense skills.
If you want to split up your guys.
They also learn about local laws, first aid, and CPR.
And congratulations to you for taking this step. You know, the city of Green Bay, we're a proud community here. And we're a proud community. We take a lot of pride in ourselves because of the people that have stepped forward, volunteered their time, their talent, and their energy to make this city great.
A problem in Green Bay, Wisconsin, whether it's related to drugs or violence or growing gangs, is a problem for all Americans.
Alejandra is one of those young women. She slipped into gang activity when she and her family moved to Green Bay.
Well, I got involved with the gang. I knew people, and I knew a lot of people. I had met them when I moved here, and I spoke to them and hanged out a lot with them. And then, you know, they ended up getting involved in the gang, so then I decided, hey, you know, why not?
Alejandra quickly got involved in gang activities, abusing drugs and alcohol, and getting into fights. She soon realized she was heading down a dangerous path.
At the time when I made the decision that I didn't want to be in the gang anymore, it was because I have a little brother and my little sister, and then my mom. I didn't want to hurt them. So I decided, you know, I need to get out of this. And that's at the time when the Guardian Angels came, you know, and it was a great opportunity to get out.
It's very difficult for the youngster on their own, whether they're a boy or girl or young adult or teenager, to really fend off that peer pressure. It can be massive and intense, and even the best of intentions of good, strong parents, good, strong structural family outreach may find it difficult to keep the kids safe and secure.
It may not be what we want to show that, yeah, the city of Green Bay is in such bad shape that we need a Guardian Angels program. But I said we need to look at it more on the positive side of what they can bring to the city of Green Bay and what they can help us to do with our diversity problems and our gang problem.
The next graduate is Alejandra Switch Mejia.
Among Green Bay's first group of Guardian Angels was former gang member Alejandra, who now goes by the nickname Switch.
Well, since when I was little, I've always wanted to be a police officer, and I knew that by doing what I was, you know, getting involved in a gang, that wouldn't help me.
Alejandra is also studying for a career in law enforcement.
Right now, I have an internship with Green Bay, the police department, and I love it. It's great. It's a great experience. Joining the Guardian Angels was the best thing that could have happened.
Whether or not the Guardian Angels are good for Green Bay, they were for at least one young woman who switched from being a gang member to a guardian of the streets.
A postscript on Alex's report. Alejandra Switch will be graduating this spring from Northeast Wisconsin Technical College with a degree in law enforcement.
So yeah, that was a shock to me. In interview after interview with East High staff and students, psychologists, police, even the Secret Service, film producer Alex Zacharias takes you through a day in the life of East High after a foiled Columbine-like attack.
Well, I was just gonna walk in. I was either gonna just shoot some people, like one or two.
There's the police interrogation of William Cornell and the test firing of weapons found in his home. But the documentary goes beyond that day to show the school has learned from it.
No talking during the lockdown. No talking during the lockdown.
Over the years, corrections has been growing quite fast. We have right now over 21,000 people in prison. We have about between 1,200 and 1,300 women behind bars. The Cheetah alone has about 700 to 730 offenders.
I'm 21 years old. I got 11-year sentence, 4 in and 7 out. I'm here for first-degree reckless homicide.
I was waived to adult court at the age of 14 for felony murder, party to a crime.
I thought I was so street smart and I thought I knew everything, and you know what? You come in here and it's done. That's it. No more. You're done playing. Game's over. You're in prison. You're sitting here doing your time every day.
The pre-college program gives students an opportunity to become television producers, from scripting to final video. We also challenge people to work on an actual commercial, a public service announcement that will air on TV, and it talks about hard issues.
Hey, I got some weed. You want to go smoke?
No, I'm straight.
Hey, let's go find a bedroom.
No way.
I got a bottle. Let's get wasted.
No thanks.
You can't always be with your kids. Talk to them today so they can make a better choice tomorrow.
Talk to us and we'll make better choices.
Hey, let's skip. We can chill at the mall.
Estoy cansado. Hay que skipear.
Hey, let's ditch. There's an empty room on the 5th floor. Wanna have some fun?
Ditch? Yeah, let's do it. My mom caught me at the mall the day I skipped. She doesn't trust me anymore.
Llamaron a mi casa. Mi jefe sabe que skipeé.
How embarrassing. The principal caught us doing it. I didn't know they had cameras on the 5th floor.
If you're skipping, you're not thinking.
In continuing coverage tonight, the Green Bay Film Festival recognized the next generation of aspiring filmmakers today. Local 5's Megan Bunchman brings us the story.
As the Green Bay Film Festival takes its final curtain call Sunday, several students from across the area were recognized for their own short films.
Somnambulism is a sleepwalking disorder, and what we wanted to make is that the girls have this disorder and they go to sleep and they wake up in a weird dream.
Friends Jocelyn Baruman and Emma Sanchez have been making films together for almost a decade. So they said it was only natural to work together for their submission to the 4th annual Future Filmmaker Competition.
And I was like, let's have a go at it.
The competition sets up certain parameters that the students must abide by, including a theme.
That's good to know.
This year's theme was steampunk, sort of like a Sherlock Holmes era where you're kind of Victorian, but at the same time it's with cool gadgetry.
And while the program is meant to encourage creativity, it also helps future filmmakers understand the business side of the industry as well.
We select some filmmakers to come and critique their work, and then we give them really strong technical advice.
Getting to talk with the inside professionals, particularly about the art form behind it all, because that's what I'm really interested in.
Waylon enjoys the competition so much that this is his 3rd year competing. He says the entire process has inspired him to stick to his passion, film.
It's the ultimate art form.
There's filmmakers already here, and we want to acknowledge them, and we want to encourage our next generation. So it's a collaboration of the young, the old, the new.
All 3 students were awarded some funds to help kickstart their next film. Megan Bunchman, Local 5 News HD.